What's up people, today we are doing some No Limits 2. I had an interesting idea because I'd recently gone back and looked at my old first video on this channel, my first No Limits 2 roller coaster. So I thought it would be pretty interesting to do a video where I tried recreating that, because obviously anyone who's seen that knows it's pretty horrendous. So let's go ahead and get started on that. Oh my days, where do they? Oh, it's there. Oh, it's like a hyper coaster. I thought it was up there, but it's down there. I can't actually remember how long the train on the video is, but we're gonna go like Hyperia and say it's got 5 trains. Cars, I should say. Okay, so it's already looking better than the original. I've got like nice airtime all the way down there, so that's like going to be floater for the entire drop. So at this point I probably need to kind of curve and go that way, so I can do that from the top. Oh gosh, okay, I need to change that. My favourite tool in the world, the pump vertices. Oh great, and now it's done that. Okay, I need to put rolls in. I'm thinking like, that looks good, but could I keep it going that way a bit longer? Yeah, I like that more. It kind of curves down into the drop. And then... that actually doesn't look too bad. How tall is this? $41 meters. I'm going to assume, I have no clue what that is in feet, but it looks like it's like about 100, maybe 150, so nice little mega coaster. If we kind of like look here, it has the drop, which is horrible, but then kind of comes over the lake into this overbanked turn. It's kind of making me think of like the first turn on Blue Fire, Europa Park, so we can do something like that. So it kind of comes quite high up, so it loses a lot of speed and then the banks back down towards the ground. I should probably mention one of the major differences I've made between this and the original version is I've learned about the magic option to add heartlining on. So kind of if you look at the original, it's got horrible banking on it, but I've put heartlining on now, so I don't need to manually adjust it, and it will just rotate around the centre of the train rather than anything else. Honestly, I'm not sure if I like this. Bearing in mind it's like a mat, I could probably put like a Hyperia style outer bank. Just not go upside down here. Although I've got plans for some outer banks later, so I could just stick with the original. It's not too bad. Like, this bit here is the bit I'm not looking forward to. Because it comes down again and then it goes into this. What even is this? It's like a loop, but it's been twisted at the top. It's probably a bit more. Maybe I could do like a banana roll or something. Oh, it's confusing me. I'm gonna have to ignore this monstrosity. I like laying stuff out in the top view and then adjusting it, because for some reason it always goes weird like this. like this is not only horrible right now, I'm still working on that. It's just like, it's really drawn out. I feel like by the time I like smooth everything, it's going to have no pacing to it. Hang on, I'll move it closer. Honestly, it's looking a lot better now than it did earlier. It's almost a little bit more like a cobra roll, but we're just gonna go with it. So, coming out of that element, it goes into a tunnel. Okay, I can do that. Done a little dive under the other piece of track. I need to finish that. But I'm mainly concerned about the fact that that is going to go straight under the lift hill when it's meant to kind of go to the left. So I think I'm going to have to rotate part of this. From here, it goes into that tunnel and then comes out to what looks to be a 0G roll, but that's making me think wave turn. Ooh, okay, so I think what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to take it to a wave turn and then 0G rolls back down to the ground, sort of. Less of a 0G roll. I reckon I can do that. To be fair, those horses are looking pretty decent, and that looks like it'd be pretty awesome. So then, coming out of that 0G roll, it then goes into, oh okay, just an airtime hill. I mean, it looks good, I could do something to it. Although equally that's got some really nice ejector airtime, so I could just leave that how it is. I think I'll do that. So after that then... Oh, I also put like a tunnel on it for some reason. So like, it goes into a tunnel. I'm not doing that. And then it kind of comes into this really horribly banked helix where I've almost stopped. Or then bending back towards into a brake run. So I've changed that slightly. I think earlier it was parallel to the station, but I think it's nicer having that. So it's got better S-bend to it, really. So I've kind of done it the other way around, so it's kind of curving up and then going down over the top rather than going underneath. But I think that's going to work better because I've got, yeah, it's got some really nice flow to along there. And you just love it when it like accidentally makes something awesome with like the rolls, because that's genuinely really cool. I like that. We're keeping that. So what that outer bank has done, it means that I no longer get that nice S-bend. I could still put an S-bend in. Okay, so we're doing a bit of like a Taran or something here. It's got like, that's actually really nice S-bend towards the ground. Okay, so this is actually looking really nice, but if we compare it to the video, it comes out of that helix, down there, and then goes into this weird brake section. So it like has a really smoky tunnel, and it then accelerates, I think. Yeah, it has that like acceleration. I mean, I like the idea of having a section after the brakes. So we could do like what the Swarm has, have like come up there, and then drop down again. I think I've now planned out the rest of the ride, so bear with, but it's going to kind of curve up into a raised rim brake, sort of, more of a block section, and then from the end it's going to come at a fairly decent pace down into these final S-bends and then into a short set brake section before the station. You know what, for a short recreation of something I already had, I reckon that's pretty decent. I still need to put the tunnel in. So when I looked back at the video, I noticed that the train was practically just jet black. I might make some slight adjustments to that, so I'm going to use a really dark brown instead. I think black on trains just isn't nice. Use a little bit of black. But I think let's freeze it and see how it looks. You know what? That actually looks pretty nice. I'm not liking the green. I might flip the green and black around. Yeah, I think that's a lot nicer. I'm not sure about the green, but I can fix that later. So I've got the track. I think that round is a little bit black, so I might need to make that brighter. But I think it's time to give it a ride before we start doing the supports and the trees and stuff. I'm going to shut up because it's loud. To be honest, I thought that was pretty good. There was a point over here. Yeah, the track looks a bit weird there, so I can do that or fix that. Let's see how it looks off-ride. Nice. Oh, I think it's overshooting the brake run. But I thought the wave turn into the barrel roll down, I think that was too snappy. Everything else I think is pretty good, so I'm just going to go make those changes. So I've spaced this out a little bit more. Still got the wave turn, but a little bit less of it. I think that's looking quite nice. Yeah, apart from that, I reckon it's finished. So I will move on to doing supports and then theming. I've kind of gone and supported everything else apart from that little bit over there, and I'm stuck with the banana roll. I don't think the prefabs are going to cut it, so I'm going to have to custom support it, I think. So I think I'll do 2 structures either side that kind of branch over the top. So, ignoring the wiggly support in the middle that should be straightened out, and this missing support here, I think it's looking pretty decent. I need to do the other side still. It kind of wrapped around it, and light goes up the side, which I think looks quite cool. I'm no physicist, so I don't know if that's physically strong enough, but it looks pretty strong to me. That is about it for the support. I've got a section here that's unsupported but that's pretty low stress, so I've just increased the strength of the track for that section, so that should be fine on its own. And I've finished these 2 structures either side of the banana roll, which I think look pretty cool and maybe need a little bit of an adjustment, but apart from that, should be strong enough. I've also increased the strength of that section in the middle, but I should probably bring it down further so it's got strength from the supports as well. So in terms of support and the ride itself, I think it's done. So I've added loads of these little supports at the grounds because I didn't have enough space for a diagonal brace, so it needs more of them to be strong. But equally at ground level they're cheaper anyway, so it makes less of a difference. I've just noticed that might be a problem. So I can just delete that one, move it over. Fine. No one will know. Looks fine. So I think I'm going to do a bit of terrain work. I'm thinking I want a lake somewhere. I might put the lake here, kind of like around this spot here, and then kind of just literally just put trees everywhere else. Maybe I could put a lake by the drop as well, so you've got that nice view. I don't know if that support is a little bit too wide. Probably doesn't need to be. Oh well. I mean, I'd say those small little ponds have made a bit of a difference to how the ride looks. Kind of looks like really close to the lake here, so that's quite cool. I like it. So I guess now just onto trees. I've put in the background trees, that gives it a bit more depth, and now I need to put in a bunch of little trees, and I'll use the HD ones because they look nicer. They're tiny. They look horrible. I thought the HD trees were nice ones, but where are the nice ones? Yeah, that's not too bad. So I think that is done. It's looking pretty nice, and I've done the theming, the rock work. Not that there's much to it apart from trees and rocks and stuff. But I've kind of embedded it and it feels a lot nicer now. So I guess the last question is, do we stick with the old name or do we want to call it a new name? And I'll leave that up to you people in the comments. So for now, that is done. I will post the full POV on YouTube sometime. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.